Deion Sanders reveals NFL training camp visit plans. Four Sons Shedeur and Shilo ahead of the Colorado Buffaloes preseason camp. Coach Deion Sanders aims to visit his sons at their own NFL training camps. Shedeur and Shilo Sanders are entering their rookie seasons with the Cleveland Browns and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, respectively. With less than 2 weeks until his own preseason camp leading the Colorado Buffaloes kicks off, Coach Deion Sanders hopes to visit his two youngest sons at their respective NFL training camps. Sanders' plans were revealed on Monday in a YouTube video posted by former Colorado safety Shilo Sanders, who's entering his first NFL season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Coach Prime said he plans on checking out the Bucs' camp before heading to Ohio to watch former Buffs quarterback Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns. "I'm going to try my best to get on a plane to go see you and go see Shedeur go to work," Deion Sanders said on a FaceTime call with Shedeur. Coach Prime has spent the summer at his home in Texas battling an undisclosed health issue, but was able to speak at Big 12 Media Days last week, sharing that he's doing wonderful. The Pro Football Hall of Famer is entering his third season leading the Buffs and his first without Shedeur and Shilo. Buccaneers rookies, including Shilo, must report to preseason camp on Monday ahead of the team's first official preseason practice on July 24. Shedeur and his fellow Browns rookies will report to Berea, Ohio on Friday, with practices set to begin early the following week. Coach Prime won't be able to spend much time with either son as Colorado players report to Boulder on July 27th for the start of training camp. After going undrafted, Shilo signed with the Buccaneers in April on a rookie free agent contract, making a strong impression on Tampa Bay coach Todd Bowles and his staff during preseason camp will be critical for Shilo to earn a spot on the Buccaneers' final roster. Like the rest of the safeties, very intelligent, is very loud, Bowles said of Shilo earlier this summer. You can hear him making calls and everything, so he's got a good grasp of things day one. There was about 3 or 4 of them that did. He's one of them. But you got to make plays in pads, obviously, and that's what it comes down to, knowing what to do and then doing it consistently and constantly getting better every day. Shedeur was selected by Cleveland in the 5th round of April's NFL draft and is now competing with 3rd-round pick Dillon Gabriel and veterans Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett for Cleveland's starting quarterback job. Speculation continues to run wild on the 4-man competition, but more will be known soon once coach Kevin Stefanski and the Browns open preseason camp. Other former Buffs entering their first NFL training camp include cornerback/wide receiver Travis Hunter, Jacksonville Jaguars, safety Cameron Silman-Craig, Jaguars, defensive end B.J. Green II, and wide receivers Jimmy Horn Jr., Carolina Panthers, and LeJounte Wester, Baltimore Ravens. It's a warm July morning in Boulder, Colorado. The sun is barely over the Rockies, but Deion Sanders is already up, lacing up his signature Nike trainers. The Colorado Buffaloes head coach, known to the world as Coach Prime, checks his phone. A reminder flashes on the screen. NFL camp visits, Shedeur, Atlanta. Shilo, Dallas. A smile spreads across his face. It's not just another day of football. It's a pilgrimage. After revolutionizing the University of Colorado football program with the flash and ferocity only a Hall of Famer like him could deliver, Deion is preparing to step into a familiar yet dramatically different arena, the NFL training camps. This time, though, he's not going as a player, coach, or media personality. He's going as a father. To see his sons, Shedeur and Shilo, chase their own NFL dreams. The road to the league, Shedeur Sanders, a poised quarterback with an NFL-ready arm and ice in his veins, has been a media magnet since transferring to Colorado from Jackson State. His stats, swagger, and leadership makes him a high-profile prospect in the upcoming NFL draft. Shilo Sanders, the hard-hitting safety with a knack for game-changing plays, has developed into a cerebral defensive force, one who inherited not just the genes but the grit of his Hall of Fame father. Mutso Halton, a serviceable defensive force, one who inherited not just the genes, but the grit of his Hall of Fame father. For Deion, this moment was always part of the plan. When they were little, I didn't just tell them they could make it. I showed them what it takes, Deion once said in a post-game press conference. But now, it's their time to show the world. First stop, Atlanta. The visit to the Atlanta Falcons training camp holds emotional weight. It was in Atlanta where Deion's NFL journey began. Now, he returns not as prime time in a Falcons jersey, but as a father walking the sidelines, watching Shedeur run drills with quarterbacks, exchanging reads with receivers, and throwing lasers downfield in 7-on-7 scrimmages. The cameras catch him standing quietly behind the coaches, arms crossed, sunglasses on, watching his son with the scrutiny of a scout and the heart of a dad. "Man, he looks good," whispers one Falcons assistant, almost too calm for a kid his age. Deion cracks a smile. He's seen that look before, in the mirror 30 years ago, but he doesn't interfere. He doesn't need to. Back at the team hotel later that night, Shedeur and Deion sit by the pool, their conversation drifting between film breakdowns and family memories. Oh. Deion laughs. "Nervous? Nah, I got prepared. Nervous is for cats who ain't ready. And you? You ready." Second stop, Dallas. Dallas, it's on to Dallas, the city where Deion earned 2 Super Bowl rings and helped solidify the Cowboys dynasty of the 90s. But today, the focus isn't on the past, it's on Shilo, whose physical style and field vision have earned him an invite to the Cowboys' defensive back drills. As Deion watches from the sidelines of the Star in Frisco, he sees flashes of himself in Shilo. The stride, the anticipation, the chirping. Oh yes, Shilo talks. Not quite like his dad, but with his own brand of confidence. One rep, one tackle, one interception at a time, he's showing the league who he is. After practice, Shilo finds his father standing by the edge of the field, signing autographs for kids wearing vintage Sanders jerseys. "You still signing those things like you play here?" Shilo jokes. Deion smirks. "I never stop playing here. I just let y'all take over the game." They dap up, a quiet, unspoken understanding between 2 generations of greatness. The legacy conversation between visits, interviews, and workouts. Deion has had to reflect more than ever. His journey from MLB/NFL superstar to collegiate coaching icon is already one for the book. But in 2025, watching his sons walk paths he helped blaze, he realizes something deeper. This isn't just a legacy of athleticism. It's a legacy of belief. Belief in discipline, belief in preparation, belief in the idea that greatness isn't inherited, it's earned. "Look, I didn't raise football players," Deion told NFL Network during a surprise training camp appearance. "I raised men who happen to play football. There's a difference. The game doesn't define them, their character does." That mindset has permeated the Sanders family. Even off the field, Shedeur and Shilo are known for their leadership, philanthropy, and humility, traits Coach Prime made mandatory in his household.